Live. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Forston Consultants. I am your host and co-founder of Forston Consultants, VA 101, Digital Flow Solutions, and all things Forston Consultants, right? What better way to say it? Tonight, I am super excited about this room, all of the information we will be sharing with you as we dive deep into virtual assistants and how they can change the game in your business, in everything that you are trying to build in your organization or company. What can a virtual assistant do for you? That is the greatest question, and I am here to give you the answers for that specific question. So with that said, again, I am Shay Forston, co-founder at Forston Consultants and VA 101, and strategic, your business partner, right? I'm all about giving you strategies, implementation opportunities, or ideas of what you can do to make your business 10 times better, to help you to get more sales, more things going, right? New ideas, new plans, all of that good. So that's what we're here to talk about, and how we can infuse that with a virtual assistant, and of course, none other than Digital Flow Solutions, which is an amazing software system and platform that allows you to do all of these things that we will implement and create within your system to help benefit and build your business. So tonight I am joined with several amazing individuals here on the stage with me, and I will let them introduce themselves. I'm going to start first with the one and the only, my boo thing, Derek Forston. So Derek, go ahead and introduce yourself to everyone.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. Thank you so much, Ms. Shay. I appreciate that. And welcome everybody. So thank y'all so much for being here tonight. We super appreciate it. You guys have a lot of choices in terms of where you can be on these internet streets, and you chose to be here with us today. And we super appreciate that. So if you guys are on any of the other forums to where you just can only hear us, make sure you join us on Forston Consultants. We're also going to put the link in the chat. But we're super excited for you all, just like every Tuesday, because again, we come here to talk about what I like to call the cheat code, which is virtual assistants and a great software system in Digital Flow Solutions. I literally said it all of last year that God was going to bless us in 2024 to be a millionaire, and I'm claiming it. But I also gave people specific reasons of why that's going to happen. First of all, we're going to always keep God first, right? That's no matter what, and that's going to be the cause of it. But right behind that is virtual assistants and softwares and systems. Yes. So again, as you guys can see on screen, one of our greatest VAs are with us every Tuesday night, Mr. Alex. He's going to also introduce himself, but you all will also hear me go on and on tonight about how these VAs guys are really the cheat code to our business as well as our life. So again, my name is Derek Forston. I'm the owner and thought leader of Forston Consultants. And that's where my family and I, my entire team, including Lynette, all of our VAs, my mom is even involved in it, guys. We go all over the world showing people this concept of housing the homeless and the displaced. And that's what most people know us for, right? They do. But every Tuesday, how do we put all that together? How do we get all of the administrative stuff done? And even there'll be a segment tonight where I'll talk about how we started housing the homeless with just, us. But now today, guys, our virtual assistants handle a lot of the heavy weightlifting. And then we'll also talk about a lot of the things that a virtual assistant can do. And we hope that you have a business or something that you guys are involved in that you have questions about, because we love to answer all of your business questions and let you know what these VAs can do. Are there any limitations and whatnot, and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah. So again, we thank y'all so much for being here, and we look forward to it. So Miss Lynette, tell the people who you are and what you do.
Hi, everybody. My name is Lynette Green. I am the business maven, and I am a degreed accountant with 30 plus years of experience in my field. It is all I've done since graduating from college. Obviously, I have a passion for it. I have served all across the business structures and the different types of businesses that you can get into. I have done accounting for corporations, partnerships. Of course, the ever popular LLC. I've done nonprofit as well as for-profit, private sector, local government. I have worked for as well. So the Lord's blessed me over all of these years to really build a solid foundation of experience. And he's given me, like Shay, different strategies to help people build their business structure. I will forever bleed and preach business structure. It's vitally important. And the more we talk, guys, I just want to encourage Derek and Shay tonight. The more people I talk to, the more I realize how much people need platforms like this, because people just really lack information when it comes to building a solid business that can grow and leave legacy for family members, children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren, for communities. A lot of people are leaving their wealth to communities now. So it's vitally important that you take time, jump on these platforms, get all the information that you need. If you get that foundation right, everything else is going to fall in place. But you got to get the foundation right. You've got to choose the right structure for where you are. Had a conversation with someone just the other day. They were thinking of starting their business as a corporation. And I went down the list of talking with them about, here are the pluses, here are the negatives based on where you are. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to how you want to be taxed by our federal government. And if you're looking at coming out, not getting ahead of myself or ahead of our conversation, but if you're planning to come out of pocket more than once, then maybe that's the direction that you want to take. But if you want to minimize what you pay in taxes initially, you want to do an LLC. So anyway, without getting into specific conversation, it's just some of the business chatter that I'm hearing a lot. People have great vision, guys, great vision, passionate about things that they want to see done in their communities, working with their churches and their pastors, but just don't have the wherewithal when it comes to the foundation. So here we are tonight on the live with the Forstons, and we're going to share as much information as we possibly can within the time that we have. So thanks for having me, guys. I appreciate it. I'm doing my job. Alex, blessings to you. Showing up for you too, bro.
Alex, so if you don't know, we've got a private chat with Lynette, and it's called Do Your Job. Literally. It's called Do Your Job, right? So I told Lynette, I said, man, you've been missing on your job. Do your job, man. Come on to work. But no, it's always a pleasure to have Lynette here. Lynette, I don't think you get to see.
Now it's their fault.
I don't think you get to see all.
I was just saying it's your fault I'm missing on the job. But you know, I'm just saying.
No, not my fault. I didn't do it. It wasn't me.
Giving Lynette tons of work.
It wasn't me. But anyway, I want to introduce and thank everybody on all of our streaming platforms. That's Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, that are here joining us tonight. This is going to be an amazing conversation. We've got the Business Maven available. We've got Derek Forston here. You've got myself, and you've got our amazing virtual assistant and live session assistant here, who's Alex. He's going to be introducing himself as well, to let you all know who he is, what he does. And then we're going to dive right into the conversation. Tonight's conversation is all about how virtual assistants and softwares and systems can benefit your business, how it can take your business to the next level, and making sure that you have the right things that you need in those softwares and systems to help get you there. A lot of times what we don't realize, Derek, is that we get softwares and systems thinking that we need these particular items, and technically they do nothing for our entity. Derek and I have been down that rabbit hole several times, and we've had to readjust and redefine what we needed, what were we missing, and what things that really, what would make our businesses a lot more better, self-sustaining, and even just the efficient. Perfect word, Derek. Thank you. And make our businesses more efficient. So that's why we went the route of looking, building, creating, and literally redesigning what we had prior to something that made it more beneficial for our business. And then we realized the importance, and how many people were like, listen, we love your process. We love this. We love that. Can you build it for us? We want the same thing. We want the same integrations. We want all the same stuff that you all have. Can you help us? So literally, that's what birthed Digital Flow Solutions. So before I get too far ahead of myself, I'm going to give Alex the opportunity to introduce himself to you all out there on all of these amazing streaming platforms. So go ahead, Alex.
Thank you very much, Michelle. It's always a pleasure to be here. My name is Alex Chukwu from Nigeria. I am an architect in my country. I studied architecture at University of Rio, Nigeria, and I'm also a VA to Forston Consultants and VA 101 and also DFS. So adding to that, I'm also the live session assistant to Mr. Derek and Michelle. And also a digital flow solution. What we do is we built out this amazing CRM, and we also build out optimizable websites for businesses of all niches and sizes. You know, we always have something for everybody, literally. So whether you are into real estate or not, or even if you are, I mean, we've had clients from all niches, even
Yeah.
people who are into like gym and sports, people who are into recreation, people who are into restaurants, literally businesses of all sizes. That's what we do. We help them to stay ahead in the digital world right now, because right now, if your business is not out there, you're more like hidden, so people cannot find you. Literally every service that everyone wants, even if you want to get a massage or you want to get anything, or you want to book like a swimming pool, a swimming session, you have to do it from your phone. So this is what most people, most businesses are lagging behind. So a CRM offers you features that helps you stay ahead in the game right now. So I'm always excited to be here to also share my little knowledge and to learn a lot, because it's always a give and take session. So I'm happy to be here. I'll also be checking out the chats. If you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat. I'm going to respond promptly. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Alex,
Over to you.
did you say your little knowledge? Alex said what little knowledge I have.
Lots of
What?
knowledge.
Wait a minute.
Learning,
He's being
Downplay.
modest.
learning never ends. I mean, learning never ends. You know, the more we know,
Modest.
the more we know how much we don't know.
Right.
Listen,
Exactly.
100% on that. 100%
That's a
Yeah.
on
t-shirt.
that.
Alex said what little I know. I was like, wait a minute.
The more you know, the more you realize you don't know.
Yeah.
I like that. That's a
I
t-shirt.
love it. And it's true, Derek. I think what we realize is going through this process is the amount of learning and the amount of things that we can involve into our business. What I've noticed with having digital flow solutions, and I'm going to jump right into digital flow solutions real quick. The software system that we developed and grew to help benefit our business, the way we did things, the way we handle our clients, the way we maneuver through each and every process within our business, our courses, all of this stuff really hung in the balance before we built out digital flow solutions, right, Lynette? What ended up happening was this. We were paying for so many different subscriptions, it would make you sick. Lynette is our accountant. She can tell you all the amount of money and the amount of subscriptions we had just to make sure that we had everything we needed to operate effectively as consultants, as you know, the virtual assistant staffing agency. We had a lot of hands in the pot of our processes, and nothing was really automated. And even as we tried to automate, this software didn't speak to that software. This did not integrate well or seamlessly with this with this software. So it wound up becoming a mess. So what we ended up doing is really just getting in. Derek and I just got to the drawing board. We've got whiteboards all over our office. Like they're in every segment of our office. They're in every segment of our house that has a spare wall. Like we're always doodling a process or a plan. And that's what birthed this amazing platform, which is Digital Flow Solutions. Not only did Digital Flow Solutions allow us to consolidate and actually get rid of all. Yeah, I don't think we have any. The only software that we have is one that we purchased, and it was a lifetime. It was like you have it for a lifetime. That's literally the only software that we have that is pertaining to, the interactions with customers and clients that we didn't get rid of. But ultimately, what that did for us was it allowed us to have everything pertaining to our businesses under one umbrella. We can see our marketing.
It's all in one platform.
Yeah, we can see our marketing. We can see our social media posts. We can communicate with our clients, whether it's SMS, whether it's multimedia messages, whether it's emails, whether it's phone calls, whatever it is we needed to do, we were now able to utilize Digital Flow Solutions and have everything in one place under one umbrella. And that is what really changed the game for us. Not only did it change the game for us in regards to streamlining what was going out in subscriptions, in software subscriptions, it also helped us. It helps us to build regularly. I mean, Alex, how often do you say we incorporate a new workflow or a new
every day
process to make our business better?
I think digital flow solutions, as the ideas just come, you know that you have what it takes to execute the idea. So that is what it offers you.
Yeah.
Like, you can just sleep and wait people. We change this or we change that, or we put a weight in a particular place in a workflow. You know it is available. You just go in and do it. Like, you don't need to go get another software or to get another system to integrate. No, like, it's so broad that sometimes that's why when we do the business assessment calls, most likely we're trying to find out how we can help you and what features
Oh, you're breaking up on me, Alex.
will benefit your business. That is the purpose of the uh-oh. Can you hear me now?
Go ahead. You're good now. Go for it. Yep, you're good.
Okay. So I was talking about the business assessment call that most times why we do that call is in order for us to find out how we can help your business, the right features that you need. Because digital flow solution is so broad, like it is built out to be able to like help any kind of business of whatever size it is. And so from the business assessment call, we can determine, okay, do you need this feature, or this is the feature that's going to take your business to the next level in terms of scale, or in terms of the size of your business, in terms of scale, and in terms of also your expectations,
Yeah.
So you don't just go in confused trying to use everything all at once. Of course, if your business is up to that level, we can still handle that. But yeah, that is what the business assessment calls, so that we can give you a tailored solution to your business needs.
I think
So I think it's really a great platform, like.
check your connection. We're getting a little bit of
we're all
hit.
lagging a little
I
bit
think, yeah,
though.
we all
I think
are.
it's all of us, but
Yeah.
just keep it rolling though. But
But
yeah, I think
anyway,
we're all
but
lagging a
yeah,
little bit.
I think the benefit, again, Alex, you said something very important that I want everybody to kind of hear. When they join Digital Flow Solutions, our team is always available for you to help you navigate the space, right? I'm a part of that integration. I'm going to sit there with you. And like prime example for us, VA 101 is something that we always show on these live sessions, Alex, showing people what that looks like, what some of our automations and workflows look like in VA 101 when they go through our process. I'm going to sit with you. Me and my team will sit with you during that strategy call or and the onboarding to help you identify what is going on in your business and how we can put that under an automation. What things do you not need to touch? What items or processes within your business can we automate that it looks the same every time for every client? Right? What things can we do, or what ways can we integrate conversation AI? All of that good stuff to kind of make things run a little bit more smoothly for you and have the automations work it, like literally do a lot of the heavy lifting. What we're noticing is there's a lot of entrepreneurs who are still working regular 9 to 5s. Alex and I had an amazing strategy session today with a candidate that works in Hawaii. And is like literally between here and Hawaii very regularly, and has 2 businesses that are not getting 100% of her attention. So what can Digital Flow Solutions do? Well, with Digital Flow Solutions and a virtual assistant, boom, you've now got full-time staff and full-time automations that are running and working in the background of your business and allowing you to now get the word out more efficiently and effectively. And it's also helping you to be relevant, stay in the eyes of your consumers, right? Which she's unable to do right now because of what? She's an entrepreneur that also still works an amazing job that she loves and enjoys. So again, it's how can softwares and systems and virtual assistants put together help you make the next step or even expand what you already have. Derek, tell me, give me a little insight on how you've been able to see it. I know we work together, but I want you to give just a quick insight of what these things have done for you. Softwares and systems and virtual assistants. How have that benefit you?
Absolutely. I almost don't know where to start. Now, my favorite is obviously the virtual assistants. I'll admit, I always say it. The virtual assistants are the cheat code to life and business. Most of us in this room and that are on this live right now, God has put a lot of dreams and plans on your heart. A lot of you guys have ideas about ebooks and courses and curriculum that some of us just simply don't have time to put together. And that's what the virtual assistant would allow you to do, guys, is essentially buy your time back. I often also say that if God has put something on your heart, who are we to say that we don't have time to do it? But God didn't say that we couldn't use some help. So all of the ideas that I have on my brain, I spit them out to Alex. I don't mean this in no disrespect, but Alex is kind of like a genie in a bottle, right? I rub that genie's bottle. Alex comes out and does whatever it is that we're asking him to do. Now, that sounds funny, but watch this. What that really means in a more professional way is I'm able to use a skill set that Alex has that I do not. Think about that for 2 seconds. Somebody like me that's not very techy, I'm not really good with computers.
Right.
How dumb is it that somebody like me would want a digital marketing company? So when Shay and I said, well, Shay and Derek, and we talked, I said, babe, you know what? It'd be nice to have a digital marketing company. I want to help businesses, organizations, churches, consultants, people that are in real estate, people that bake chocolate chip cookies, people that fry chicken, whatever your business is, we want to take digital flow solutions and help catapult their business through the roof and give them footprints on the internet. That means just get everybody to know about you and who you are. That sounds really dumb for somebody that's not very techy. Guys, I can barely turn this computer on. But because I have a team of people like Alex, Tara, Jess, April, all of these VAs that we talk about, and y'all know I love to show my staff. So if you're new to us, just type in the word new. Not only do we have a free gift for you, I want to make sure that I show y'all the staff. Now, you're going to see Alex tonight, but I want to show you guys my entire team, everybody from the what I would call our lead VA. Tara is our executive administrator, right? All the way down to people that do social media, people that create our courses, people that write our ebooks. Guys, I used to write my own courses and my own ebooks years ago and months ago. Now, today, the thought process still comes from me. The creative genius still comes from me. Right. But actually putting it together, I'm the guy that'll bring Alex a 1,000-piece puzzle and dump it on the table and have Alex, Shay, and Tara put it together.
Thank God I'm not by myself in that boat.
So now before the VAs, that was all Shay's job as my wife, as my helpmeet. God made me more of a thought leader, which means God is going to.
So Derek just lost everything, y'all. Derek's computer's been on the fritz. I don't know what is going on, but I'm okay with that. So Derek, I'm going to remove you from the stream, sir, until you get it right. But anyway, Alex, Lynette, let's talk about it. Lynette, I want to talk about the opportunity from an accounting standpoint that allows you the access, like having all of these, having specific softwares. How do they benefit you as our accountant? By being able to kind of see things, have a seat in the software aspect of it.
Yeah, I can look at this from so many aspects of it because I am clients of yours as well as your accountant. And so you gave me an opportunity to kind of see the back office, which was phenomenal. And because of what I do professionally, I'm able to see all of the different tentacles that have to extend themselves just to make something happen, just to make the wheels of business and ministry turn. And you and I talked about it. I asked you some specific questions. Have you had this conversation yet? And so we talked about that because I'm able to see that. Then as your accountant, I'm able, it blesses me because number one, it's less transactions for me to have to review and send you guys text in the middle of the night, with a 20-page text message wanting to know what's this. So, of course, once I get it, I got it. but not having all of those several transactions to accomplish one goal, which is to make your business work and be phenomenal and be consistent,
Yeah.
which is it's what a lot of businesses are lacking. I often bring up a example. I have experience with a restaurant. I had a client that was a restaurant owner, and the challenge was, number one, that the person who opened the business couldn't cook, so she should not have she shouldn't have opened the business in the first place. That's number one. But the second challenge was the inconsistency. Thank you, thank you. And I hope they're not watching. I don't think they are, but just in case, you know. So the challenge was consistency. It was consistency in the food. It was opening on time. It was follow up with the people that are coming into your restaurant. It is making sure that you have a good customer service atmosphere, and your waiters and your waitresses are expressing the same sentiment as you are as the business owner. So there were a lot of things that were just so out of place. And a lot of people, and I made this note, Shay, to bring it up if it didn't come up. But since I have this opportunity, a lot of people don't realize that it takes so much more than your beautiful personality to start and maintain a successful business. So many missing parts cause people to be within that percentage of businesses that fail within the first 2 years of life. And so you and I were having a conversation, Shay, and we were talking about digital flow solutions, and we were talking about how to get people to transition mentally from the brick and mortar mentality to the reality that business can run just as effectively digitally versus having a key you have to turn to open a door every morning. And what came out of that conversation is, I remember saying that digital flow solutions is digital real estate, because we were talking about properties that you guys were in the process of looking at. I think at that point you were still in the process of signing the house. We just finally got signed a couple of weeks ago. We were in that process, and it just came out of the conversation. Your digital flow solutions as digital, it's just as important as having real estate these days.
It is.
It's
it really is.
digital real estate. And the more of that you can own and get to work for you and function for you, the better state you're going to be in. And it's going to build longevity for you. And it's going to make your entrepreneurship a lot less stressful.
Sorry, guys. Mm-hmm. Derek's trying to tap back in here. So that's why you might hear some echo, and go for it.
Okay. But yeah, it'll make your life a lot less stressful. There's just stress that comes with being an entrepreneur, period. Why not invest in something that's going to help you carry that weight?
Yeah. And 100% correct. I'm currently working with, hey, welcome back. I am currently working with a restaurant overseas. And the same issue, I think what happens is people get to the standpoint of they don't count the cost, right? When you first start a business, and this is where we can go into some real good coaching right here, Alex. So watch this. No, but no, people don't count the cost, right? And a lot of times people want to wait until they're at a certain standpoint to now start initiating or involving softwares and systems. What ends up happening is now you now have to work twice in building the process, right?
Absolutely.
The restaurant that I'm currently working with right now, today, had a conversation yesterday, today, last week, and we are consulting ongoing, nonstop in regards to the importance of what is needed. When you have softwares and systems, a lot of other things now fall into alignment, right? When you are pencil and padding it, you now have to think of the pencil and pad method for everything that you've now got. That is inventory, being able to not consolidate, but get all the, like, prime example. Let's say, you've got a case of chicken wings, right? And you only ordered a case. and only 100 come in the case, but you sell orders of 5 wings or 6 wings, you've got to be able to reconcile that at the end of the day. So now um, you're not just working as a chef or the owner of the business. Now you having to consolidate your inventory on a daily basis because you don't know what you've spent, what you've sold versus what you've now got in stock. So it makes it an unbalanced situation. So when I tell people, and like even this entity that I'm working with, the biggest thing don't say you're not big enough for this yet. What's happening is you're setting yourself up for lack.
Yeah.
And selling out of items very quickly. And now you're showing your clientele or your customer base that you don't have the gusto to even withstand that crucial first year of business. And that's what people fail to realize. So when you're going to create a business or start a business, always, always, always count the cost. If you do not count the cost and realize that softwares and systems will help you in the long run, that will benefit you, will help you in your bottom line, right? It may cost you a couple of dollars a month, right? But find what is beneficial to you. If it's not digital flow solutions, if it's not a virtual assistant from Forston Consultants, like see what's out there and what is available. Count the cost. See what you can get those things to do that would alleviate you the manpower, the hands-on, and make things more digitized. And at the end of the night or the end of the week, you're able to run a report that says, hey guys, you cooked over 100, the 100 wings are almost gone. So now what's the system? Is it a knee-jerk reaction to having to go and purchase items that you now need for the next day
which is going to be more expensive because your grocery store is going to charge so much more. Going back to the example that I gave earlier about the restaurant, and I don't know, Shay, maybe there's somebody on the live tonight that's opening up a restaurant or thinking about it. Maybe that's the reason why we're going in this direction so frequently. But I can remember they ran out of whatever meat, rice or whatever it was, and they would have to run to the grocery store, purchase all of this product, which is going to cost you more than purchasing from your restaurant depots or warehouses where you're getting more for less. Now you're spending more money because you've not taken the time to manage your inventory properly. I think too, and I think too, we should give people step by step. How do I actually plan out getting my business started? How do I put it on a calendar? God gave you the vision in 2021. It's 2024. What have you done in the last few years to get you to that particular vision? And what Uriah is saying, hopefully they can cook. That's the hope. Now, I think this restaurant, the Shay, is talking about they can cook.
Oh, they can throw down.
Not so much. So anyway, long story short, they absolutely closed in the first year.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they closed in the first year.
Wow. That's the piece that I'm trying to help this other company kind of avoid. And in efforts to do so, it's going to be software systems and people that you can put in position in place to help you make the right decisions when it comes to your business, right? Hence having a consultant. One of the biggest things that we've done with this company and with the companies that we partner with is being able to educate them again on the importance of thing and showing them the importance of it. Why? Not just telling you it's available, but telling you why it's important for you to go that route, and helping them see the bigger and broader picture. So with that said, I told them also, like, let's add a virtual assistant into the mix, because now you're not having to do all of the oversight or all the looking at different things and trying to figure out what's going on and trying to like really spread yourself thin in regards to the day-to-day. If you're working your business, work your business. Have somebody available that can look at the account, that can manage and monitor the inventory, hence a virtual assistant. I have implemented a virtual assistant into this entity, and they're doing very well so far. There's no issues, no oopsies, no uh-ohs, and they've seen an uptick in their clientele. So guess what? Now we've got to get the other piece going, right? Because now we need to make sure that inventory is being taken care of and looked at in an appropriate manner. So, Derek, I'm gonna let you jump in for a real quick second. I am going to respond to something that is
Yep,
going on.
we'll do a quick room reset. So if you're just joining us, every Tuesday night, we talk about virtual assistants and the greatest software system ever, which is Digital Flow Solutions. So again, Digital Flow Solutions is an all-in-one platform for any business, no matter what genre of business that you're in. Everybody needs a footprint on the internet, right? It's just like having a driver's license or an ID. So if you don't have a great website to lead people to your business, your product, or your service, you almost don't exist. And I truly believe in 2024 that if you don't have a virtual assistant inside of your life, inside of your personal business, you're probably losing, right? So when we first started coming out with virtual assistants, it was only for business. But now today, man, there's a lot of mothers and moms that are literally getting VAs just to help them with their children and the day-to-day, even with the school. So I know a lot of moms that are now getting VAs that are playing as the liaison between them and their kid, right? So a lot of you guys have children that are going to school that come home with these agendas and things that you have to sign. We got mothers now that are having their virtual assistants now kind of join in with the teacher. And now, because mom's so busy trying to feed these kids, mom's got 3 jobs. So mom's in and out of work all day with jobs. So now that the virtual assistant is kind of keeping up with the school teacher, and then the VA kind of relates back to mom what's going on. So that's kind of how people are using VAs in their personal life. We use them from everything as small as setting up dinner arrangements, setting up back massages, like Alex talked about that earlier, right? Setting up travel arrangements, your Uber drive, your plane, your flights, your vacations. So we involve our VAs in everything now, right? And again, with virtual assistants, most of y'all are so busy that you don't have time to do the thing that's kind of on your heart. So ebooks, curriculum, anything that you also want to do, like your social media. Most of us are not very great at social media, right? So Shay and I own several different businesses, but we're very busy. So guess who does all the social media, the customer service, the answering of the telephones, the email correspondence. So all of those little, what I'll call the little small mundane tasks, these are the things and the ways that we're able to get these things done without it always having to be you, right? So most of us are trying to be the CEO or the entrepreneur, but it's hard to always be that when you're working in the business so much and sometimes on the business so much. So you got to kind of pick and choose how you do that, right? There's a great saying that people kind of live by. But again, as the CEO, all of us need some help. And in my opinion, guys, at $5 an hour to get a virtual assistant, starting at $5 an hour, guys, that's the cheat code, right? And we can do the math all day long on what $5 an hour times 6 hours a day or 8 hours a day per week. That's very affordable to be able to get your business up to where it kind of needs to be, because again, most of us are just not very good at all the things that we need. So again, a virtual assistant is like leveraging the skill set that you don't have. And that's why we're so proud at VA 101 is that we cater the virtual assistant to what you need. So each and every one of us that's in this room right now, you all probably need something different, right? Shay and I own 8 different businesses, and all those businesses do different things. You all do different stuff, right? So that's why we come here every Tuesday to talk about what is your next new business idea? What is the current business that you're in right now that maybe you're struggling or you can't get past a certain point? I guarantee you probably need a virtual assistant, right? So as you guys have seen, we've kind of been flipping through the slides a little bit. And I want to answer a question from Miss Janine, who stated, what's involved in that $37 startup? First of all, I want to make this also very clear. A lot of times when we're talking about digital flow solutions, people don't understand that we also build the website. So we get so techie sometimes, but I don't want people to lose sight of.
I'm not going to do it tonight.
Just here 30 days ago, we were selling premium websites for $900 and a basic website for $600. Once we kind of developed our own digital marketing company, we said, you know what? We're going to be the best on the market, the cheapest in the market, and we're going to offer more than anybody's able to even to afford. So literally now, websites for a premium website, guys, is only $97. And now it's pretty much like you pick your plan. So again, for most of y'all, and I'll just be real honest, there's 3 different plans in this. The first one is called the Startup Savvy. That's $37 a month after we build your website for only $97. And we call that a setup fee.
Yeah.
So if you will see down there where it says setup fee, guys, for $97, now you guys are stealing the website from us. That's how bad we want you to have it. We're letting you steal it for $97, guys, for a premium website. And now guess who's going to host it? We are.
Yeah.
No more sitting on the phone with Wix and GoDaddy trying to talk to somebody and can't reach nobody. When you need changes done to your website, you're going to get with Alex. When you need to get a brand new website because this business is doing so well, you get with Alex and our team. If you want to add an additional workflow and automations and systems, you're going to get with our team. And we're easy to find. We're here every Tuesday just live. Right? So again, the basic part and I'll say the most exciting part about Digital Flow Solutions is that it comes with the website. So for $97, and then we're going to host it. And just to answer Janine's question, I actually want Alex to pull up the website here in just a little bit because we'll show you everything. But the gist of it is your website, the chat widget. And the reason why I love that chat widget, now today, if somebody goes to your website and they don't want to call, they can literally just type in a message, it pushes straight to your cell phone.
Right.
Or your virtual assistant's computer, whichever you prefer, so that way you never miss a message. The missed call text back, I'll admit, that's one of my favorite features. That means that if somebody calls your business to order those chocolate chip cookies and you don't answer the phone, as soon as the voicemail comes on, it immediately sends a text message to your customer that says, I'm sorry, we missed your call. Can you send us the text message and let us know what you need? And we can help you now until we're able to call you back. Because guess what? If that customer was searching on Google for chocolate chip cookies, 10 of them popped up, but they called you first. The moment you don't answer, they go to choice number 2. But what if they got a text message as soon as the call was missed? They feel special, they feel important, and that you didn't ignore them and you immediately responded.
Yep.
The beautiful part about it is that nobody did that from your team and neither did you. It was an automated text response and it's built into it. And guess what? By the way, if you need a phone system, Digital Flow Solution does that too. If you need a text messaging system, we do that too. If you need an email campaign system, guys, why you think that we call this an all-in-one system? They asked me earlier before my power turned off on me, why did I like this thing so much? Because it's all in one, Shay. We had ClickFunnels, we had Podia, we had MailChimp. I got a list of it here. I had something doing the social media. We hired this company called Thrive that took my $450 every month and didn't do nothing. I could just go on and on about all of the systems that we had to buy, Shay. But now, cancel. Because all of what Digital Flow Solutions does, it's an all-in-one system.
Yep.
That text back call feature, guys, that is brilliant. For somebody to call your company, I don't care if you sell chicken, you bake cookies, or if you're a consultant, if somebody's trying to reach your business and they miss you, because we're all busy, most of y'all got jobs. So we at work all day. And if you don't get this VA to answer your phone, you can get the text message that says, sorry, we missed your call, but you're so important to us.
Yeah.
Go ahead and send us a text message and we can help you now until we're able to call you back. The next thing is that reputation management. How many of you would love to automate your Google reviews? How many of you know that before people buy stuff, they read the Google reviews most of the time?
Yep.
Thank God for us at Forston Consultants and VA 101. We are almost at like 99.9% next to 100% in Google reviews.
Yeah.
A lot of people read that before they spend their money with me. Let me go and see if this guy Derek know what he's talking about. Let me see what the people say. Guys, they do that. And let's just say you served somebody great. You did a great job, but for some reason they had a bad day and they gave you a 1-star Google review. Well, Digital Flow Solutions in the software system, it allows you to, it's called reputation management. I got to manage my reputation. You can dispute it. You can send Google a letter and explain why this ain't real. And you can also set it up and see, this is a gem and I probably shouldn't say it, but I got to. You can set it up in a way to where like that bad Google review, I've seen people set it up to where that goes somewhere else. In other words, the Google review, the nice one, we want that. But if there's a complaint in the company, Alex can set it up and say, hey, all complaints go to this email or right here. That going somewhere else, y'all. That's not going to Google.
Yeah.
That's why we call it reputation management. Guys, that's for $37. And like I said earlier, once I get to this next slide, most of y'all are going to need the one that's for $87. But the one for $37 a month, you're just saying, Derek, I promised God and my family on the 1st of January, I was going to start a business. And Derek, I need a website. So Derek, I ain't real busy right now and ain't got a lot going on with it, but I want y'all to build it just for $97 and y'all can host it for only $37 a month. And Derek, I'll build it and make it better as we go along. That's the $37 one where you guys just say, man, I promised myself this year, no matter what, I'm going to get a website and I'm going to start this business. God going to meet me halfway. I just got to do my part. So I'm going to move in faith and I'm going to at least get a website. Can at least 2 people type in the word amen? That's for at least 2 people, sis. Can 2 people just type in the word amen? Because somebody need to just move in faith and get the dadgum website. Before the business ever kind of evolves, I just want 2 people to type amen on that. That's what's involved in the one for the 37. Now, again, for the 87, it's a lot of stuff involved, but we kind of pinpointed to this stuff. How many of y'all would want to do your social media where it goes out automatically by itself? It's called a social media planner. I can tell Alex right now today, Alex, I got an event that I want to do, and we actually got a special event coming up, so stay tuned. Alex, I want for 60 days for us to advertise this special event. Alex can go in the calendar in this same digital flow solution system. He can do the whole month of March, the whole month of April ahead of time. So that is coming out by itself. Most of y'all trying to sit down and post every day. That's the social media planner. Now let's just say about the email marketing. Let's just say you got over 2,000 people in your database. How great is it that you can send a sale out or a promotion or an announcement to all 2,000 people at the touch of a button? That's email management. Opportunity management, that's a whole nother thing that Alex will probably get into. But it's just to see who's interested in what I'm selling. Because when you do workflows and all those automations, you can literally see people as they go through your workflow. Shay showed you guys that last week. That other calendar thing, how can people set up to speak to you on your calendar? How can we automate me setting up appointments with people in my sleep? Alex got it set up right now that once people watch our webinar, everything's automated. They can set up an appointment with me. It's all automated. So a lot of what we do today, ladies and gentlemen, because of Digital Flow Solutions, I'll admit, Shay and I used to have 13 VAs at one point. We have a team of, I think, 7 or 8 now. 7. And we're looking for one more to specialize in YouTube.
I just hired one today.
Shay just hired another one for her nonprofit. Because remember, we just replaced Jillian. Jillian went on to be a lawyer, Juris Doctorate.
Yep.
So we're getting back up to that number. But guys, we had 13. Some of those VAs we didn't need once we started Digital Flow Solutions. That should be a gem to somebody listening.
Yeah.
Because AI tools and software systems, I told y'all that's what's going to make us a millionaire this year. Keeping God first, virtual assistants, Digital Flow Solutions. That's softwares and systems. So Shay, I'm going to land it there. I'll let you and Alex kind of jump in on the other 2 packages. But to me, again, Shay, I'll land my plane and say it. You can't beat a premium website, guys, for $97, and the same people are going to also host it. So there's no third-party hosting, and you got to be on hold for 2 hours. Let us build your website. Let us host it, even if it's only the $37 one. Because the next one, this one, comes with the free virtual assistant, and there is no setup fee. Hey. Wait a minute. Talk about it, Shay.
I'm going to let Alex unmute it, so I'm going to let Alex have at it.
So Shay, can I say something really quickly? You had a couple of questions in the chat that I answered. I'll send you my invoice.
Did she really? No, you're probably doing your job. Do your job.
Oh my God. I love it. I love it.
Can you incorporate if you already have a website? Alex, I'm gonna let you answer that one.
Okay, yeah, definitely you can incorporate your website. You can decide if you want to move your website over to Digital Flow Solutions. Or you can also, if you like where your website is hosted and you feel everything is okay, you don't want to move it over, fine. We can still integrate digital flow solution features to your website, like the chat widgets and also our forms. We can introduce our forms to the back end of your website wherever it
Yep.
is hosted, be it Wix, WordPress, or Squarespace. We can integrate our features onto the back end of your website and then have automation still going out from wherever your website is hosted. But if probably where it is hosted is too expensive and you want to move your website word for word, however exactly as it is, over to digital flow solutions, yes, we also offer that feature. So it is a very like it is very versatile. You can just
Yeah.
do it however you want.
Yeah.
The interesting part too, for people that didn't know this, we used to build websites for people a while back, and we were using Wix,
We
right?
were.
So a lot of those people, I'm proud to say, they actually moved over. So they're under Digital Flow Solutions, but some of those people didn't want any changes. They loved the website the way that we built it. So because we got developers like Alex and Danish, they literally word for word, color scheme for color scheme, design for design, literally kind of just push that over to Digital Flow Solutions now and rebuild it the exact same way.
Yep.
So coding. So that's all. That's why we're able to do things like this now, guys, because we have our own team now. And again, because of that, we're able to charge a lot less. Remember, guys, just less than 30 to 40 days ago, our premium websites were $900 and people bought them because they were beautiful. Alex is a genius. But now, because we own our own digital solutions business, right? The whole digital marketing thing, we're able to be much more affordable and kill the competition now. So now, guys, your website now is only $97, and now just pick your plan. That's a no-brainer, guys. Miss Shay?
You said it. I think the greatest thing, I love what Joanne said. She said she's switching over. I mean, it saved her money. And she was able to cancel unnecessary subscriptions and fees.
Exactly.
This is something that we've been harping about for so long. Derek and I, like I started off this room, Joanne, talking about that, about how we've been able to modify and scale back on what was going out in our expenses based on the subscriptions, right? Don't, if you have a website, if you love your, like Alex said, if you're in love with your website, we can do one of two things. If you love the platform that it's on, if you love the fact that it's the way you want it, leave it there. We integrate into the back end. But we can also take that same website and code it over to where it looks aesthetically the same.
Yep.
Right? It can
But functions better because it's
aesthetically,
under us now.
and not even just function better. You have all of your integrations in one place.
Yep.
Everything's in one place. I even found out something. Prime example, I'm always meeting with my team, right? The Digital Flow Solutions team. And I thought of a few things the other day, Derek. I don't know if I told you this. And I had I text Danish Alex and I said, listen, I'm sorry in advance because I have a lot of questions. I've got about 500 questions, and I'm just going to be randomly firing off questions to you because my brain is in function mode, right? So immediately I was like, I want to do this. Can I integrate this? I want to move this from here to do this. How can I? And I'm just throwing these questions. And he's like, yes, Miss Shay. Yes. Check to see if this has an API. Yes, it does. Okay. Is it open? Yes. Okay. So we can integrate this with this and this. And then I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I just built something else to go into Digital Flow Solutions. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is. But again, I was able to literally let my imagination run wild with the things that I would love to see happen with our website and the functionality and what our clients and our customers experience, and how can we make those things easier? What pain points can we kind of like get rid of, right? And that's what that conversation was. It was all about building. What can we add? What can we take away? What can we modify? How many times can we change it? And that is the benefit of Digital Flow Solutions. There's always something new in the market of softwares that we're now able to implement and place into Digital Flow Solutions for our clients. It's just, the opportunity is endless, you guys. Like, it don't even make no
You
sense.
think it? This software and these VAs can do it. So, guys, I'll even step in again and
Definitely.
talk about like passive income. When people talk about passive income, you guys combining these two systems together, meaning a virtual assistant and digital flow solutions, like, I mean, that's fireworks, guys.
Yeah.
And again, all of your ideas, again, are pretty much endless. So I would love it if about 5 people can just, as I give it back over to Alex, I would love if about 5 people can put into the chat a business that either you're thinking of starting or a current business that you have, and you want to know how can you make that business better, whether that's via a great website that has all of these functionalities, or simply having a virtual assistant, meaning you have your own Alex. Did you guys hear what Shay just said? She thought of all of these ideas and spit it to somebody who knows what they're doing. Shay knew what she wanted, but could she actually do that stuff and put it together?
No.
Not really. That's why we have a developer from Pakistan named Danish. That's why we have Alex from Nigeria, right? People that have a skill set that we don't. So, Alex, I'm going to give it back over to you, bro. But I would love it if 5 people can just type into the chat a business they're thinking about starting or a business they already have, and how can they make it better? Alex, on you.
To work. Go for it, Alex.
Yeah, I think Michelle said a lot of it. Like when you try to think about digital flow solutions and what it can do for you, like I mean, you can't grab it all at once. Like that is why, again, we do the business assessment call, which is free. So you come to us, you talk to us about your business, where you're at, in all ramification, both financially and your goals and your dreams, your aspiration, where you want to get to in a specific time. So it helps with Michelle, for instance, with her experience in coaching. She can help guide you. Then you can talk to us about what processes you would like to see. If you have a VA, what you would like to implement to your business. So from there, I can advise, okay, this is how it's going to work, or this is how, this is what feature you're going to need from us, or this is what we're going to integrate to your website, or this is the kind of workflow that will make this work. And also, digital flow solution, one of the things we didn't mention for tonight was, let's say if you want to make affiliates for your business, whatever you're selling, and you can also do affiliate programs right inside DFS and have people sell, advertise your stuff and get a commission. You know, you can do exclusive memberships if you want to, if you have an exclusive membership platform, if you want an exclusive membership platform where you can have people subscribe to certain information or to certain services, you can also do that under digital flow solution. So it's all about you going to think of, what do I want to do, or how can I make money? Then bring it to us. We're going to tell you what is possible and how it is possible. And the goal is to make things seamless. Like, it's not to put a whole lot of work on your head. I mean, our team is here. We are experienced. You know, we are in contact with so many people. Like, I myself, with the knowledge I have, I know all my friends are like me, you know, or somehow better than me. So, like, I'm not going to say it's everything that I know, like in terms of the tech department. I won't say it's everything that I know, but do I have the resources to provide solutions for you? Definitely yes, because I'm like in so many communities that I know whatever questions you're bringing in, there's already solution waiting for me. Once said, hey guys, help me do this. They just send me solutions. So like, we're always available to help you, whatever problem you have, provided it's related to tech.
I want to do something really quick. I think we always end up doing this. Sorry, Alex, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Oh my God.
So I want to do something. And this is okay. And I love this because it makes it fun. Alex, do we have a workflow that automatically allows people to book their their business strategy assessment? Do we have something already set up?
Yeah, definitely.
Do we have one set up already? A text and a workflow?
Yes.
We have one set?
If the send CRM, like if they send CRM to the number, I'm just gonna put it on the slider. So
see, Alex he took the fun out of it. So we already have one set, ready to go.
Or you want to
we can create one?
So what do you want to show them?
Exactly. I want to show them how quickly we can create a workflow, right?
Wow.
Prime example, people asked, let's think of a workflow that we can create really quickly for Digital Flow Solutions. We already have the free
Okay.
gift. We already have
Mhm.
text CRM and your name. So I'm thinking of something.
Okay.
Give me a
You
second.
got one for new already, right?
We
The
have
word
one
new.
for new. The CRM one.
Or,
What
or
is the
just
back end for that?
use one that's existing because it still shows the example, unless you want to show them the time.
The time, because
But
it's
I think the
literally
example still gives them the idea of what it is.
right. So what ends up happening is, like, prime example, if I see that there's something that we're always talking about consistently, Alex, let's create a workflow for it. That's what ends up happening, right? 2 times, if I'm asked a question twice, 3 times, I know for a fact there needs to be an automation for it. So that way I can say, hey, text book or book me to 407-809-8215, right? And then you'll automatically get a link to schedule an appointment for that call. So that's literally how fast we can do. Don't do that, because that is not what we created. So I'm just giving you an example. That's how quick we can create these automations and these workflows. And then I never have to worry about it again, right? I can then add different steps into that workflow or that automation, or I can move you into an additional automation. If we leave that conversation or that call that you've now booked by texting that number, I can now move you into the workflow of the purchase workflow when you then purchase a product from us, by adding conditions. Did this person purchase 12 hours after our meeting? And if they did, what can we now do? Let's send them this. Let's send them another schedule link to start the process, the onboarding process. Those are the way workflows work and operate. They make things very streamlined, very consistent. And as you continue to grow and develop your business, again, you can modify your workflow. You can add things. You can literally create a workflow that now, when that workflow is done, you can throw somebody into another workflow, whether it's a nurturing sequence of emails that's just educating them along the way about what your product does or your service does. I.e., the conversation we had today was a young lady that does that sells bridal jewelry, right? So she's selling bridal jewelry. What happens after that bridal, that wedding? Why not put things in place that this bride now fills out a form and reminds me every year of her, and that now reminds me every year, a week before her anniversary, right? She'll get a voicemail, a ringless voicemail that says, hey, I just wanted to wish you a very, very happy anniversary. You've been blah, 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 blah. Here's a free gift. Like, these are things that you can now implement that not only work for one client, but it now works for every client in your system based on the actual triggers or the things you implement in that workflow. And now that is how you can build your business to do things recurring without you having to play a part in it. It will automatically generate and automatically do what it needs to do. So I wanted to do that and talk about the workflows and automations and how amazing it is to be able to add, subtract, move people into new automations just because the one that they were in is completed, right? So that, I mean, so much information. I know, guys.
So what I would like to do right now, because again, I'm somebody that's not very techie.
Let's do it.
And I like to bring it home, right? Because if you guys are anything like me, everything that Shay just said didn't make sense. So if it's one person or if it's 20 people, if you understood that, great, type the word follow. But if you're lost and you don't know what a funnel is and all of these things that she's talking about, workflows, if you don't know what that is, type the word lost.
Yeah.
Every room that we have, we always make sure that people understand what we're talking about, because at the gist of it, right? As I said, Digital Flow Solutions, we're going to build your website no matter what you do for $97, right? Then we're going to host it starting for as low as $37, either $87 or that $297 if you really into it, right? And I got a lost already.
Me too. Yep.
So that's the gist of it, because I always want people to understand that Digital Flow Solutions is just a great all-in-one platform that can catapult your business to the moon. And starting out, number one, we're going to build your website. Number two, we're going to host it. And from hosting it, you're going to probably choose that 37, the 87, or the 297, and that's monthly.
Right.
That's the host and run your website. And as I said earlier, most people, in terms of what they want and what they'll need, you're going to fall but probably at that $87 one.
Right.
But if you just promised somebody last year, girl or home girl, I'm going to start a business January 1st, and I'm going to at least get a website. You just want a basic website, but it's still going to be premium, and we're going to still host it for $37 a month. And it's still going to have all of those features.
Right.
So the person that typed in lost, if you understand that, then I can move on a little bit further.
So I've got
because
two.
the other part is it perfect. And then the other part of it, again, this is the simplest way that I can do it. For the two people that typed the word lost, I want both of y'all to do this right now. I want both of y'all to pretend that this is the first time y'all heard me, and y'all type in the word new, just the word new. And I want you to type that to 407. Type this in the chat, Alex. 326.
Wait.
0086.
Okay, you're gonna do the other.
That number may be wrong, but I just want to give them the gist of it. If you guys type the word new, Miss Blessings, Demisa, and Mr. Kenneth, Bedtime Mom, type the word new to the phone number I just gave you at the 407-326-0086.
Right.
I give anybody that comes to this room for the first time a free gift.
And this is from
even
Forston
on this
Consultants.
screen, it told you to text CRM to that 407-809-8215. That's what Shay is talking about. You guys should immediately get something.
Yep.
That's an automatic workflow that was set up one time by Alex, and we never have to do that again.
Never.
Now, I want to stop right there and ask, do you follow that? Because by now, if you've typed that in, Miss Blessings, Demisa, and Kenneth, both of y'all should have received a message and information to move further to get that free gift. I would like another person to type the word CRM to that 407-809-8215 and watch what you get.
Right.
These are automatic workflows, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm a coach, and obviously this is leading y'all to coaching. And that's why I love it when people put into the chat, what do you do?
Mm-hmm.
Kenneth, you may fry chicken for a living, buddy. I don't know that. The other lady, you may bake brownies for a living, and you got a bakery. The other guy that texted, you may own an automotive service.
Right.
And then the other lady, you may be a dentist or have your own practice as a medical doctor. Doesn't matter. What message do we want people to get when they come to my office and text the word new patient? They get this whole welcome packet or whatever you want them to get. So that's the bottom line to what a workflow is. And it goes crazily deeper. And again, watch this. Prime example. I taught a class here yesterday at 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm on YouTube and this is recorded and people watch it all the time, guess what happened today? I got 7 messages from somebody that responded, and somebody just did it. Kenneth, you just did it, bro.
Yep.
That came to my iWatch.
Yeah, mine too.
It's whatever you called it, this thing. My Apple Watch. It also goes to the phone. Alex also got it. My other team of VAs got it. And if you follow everything else that it says to do, Kenneth, you're going to go through a series of things that you will get information, you'll get downloads. And Kenneth, I never have to send that to you.
No.
So Kenneth, because I know what you want to do eventually, you want to house the homeless and the displaced. So can you imagine having and doing a presentation to case managers or social workers? And you said, thank y'all so much, case managers and social workers. I want to give y'all some information about our housing program. And if you would text the word new ILF to this number, you can give them your whole packet about your program, your mission statement, how many beds you got
Alex,
available.
I want that for the Angela Denise
See how
Foundation.
I thought of that off the cuff?
I want it.
Because I got a team that can put it together. Workflows are easy, guys, if you know what you want done. Most of y'all just need the skill set. That's why you guys getting the VA from va101.co. Put that in the chat, Alex. That's kind of what that is. Bedtime Mom says following now.
Yeah.
Can I check on my other lady?
Yes.
Are you guys following Miss Blessings, Demisa? Are you following now? And I'll give another example, and I'll give it back to them. But it's simply me just giving keywords Because that means that Alex and I had a meeting, and I said, Alex, I want to do something special. Prime example. Watch this. Here's another one. Most of y'all don't know this, but Merry Christmas and congratulations. The HRA is right now on a Valentine's Day sale. So is the I think the ILF Mastery Blueprint.
Yeah.
We got keywords that if you type the word be mine to 407 326 0086, you're going to get information about how to purchase that because it's on this crazy sale. Watch this, guys. Here's an example. I have a coaching product that's $15,000, right? And it's worth every penny. It's probably underpriced. But right now, if you text the word if you text be mine to the phone number, you get that same coaching product for $5,000 and Lynette becomes your accountant for 3 months. Because we set that up. Alex and I had a meeting. I said, Alex, I want to give a crazy deal. I want to give them, instead of paying $15,000, Alex, I want them to get it at $5,000. And Alex, I don't want 1,000 people calling you every 2 minutes. Alex, what can we create that we give them a one text word for all of these things to happen by itself?
And automation or workflow.
Alex says, let's use the word be mine. Give them this phone number, which Digital Flow Solutions can give you. Boy, this is good information. And this is how it happens. I said, Alex, let's use our number because for Forston Consultants, it's going to be 407-326-0086. But if I'm talking about these VAs and Digital Flow Solutions, I'm going to tell you to text 407-809-8215 to get this free gift. I dare anybody to do that. Bedtime Mom, can you text the word free gift? I'm sorry. Text CRM to 407-809-8215 and watch you get a free PDF of an explanation of how all of this works. That's how you guys can do your customers no matter what you do. And again, obviously, I'm a coach. So I'm leading people to my ebooks, my courses, my master classes, my YouTube lives. But again, I jokingly say it. I don't know if y'all guys fry chicken and y'all send it out y'all back window of y'all house. I don't know if y'all bake chocolate chip cookies. I don't know what you do as a business. That's why I wanted 5 people to put it in the chat so that we could cater this workflow to what you do.
Yeah.
Now, I land my plane because, again, I just wanted to make sure that people understood it. Bedtime Mom says yes. Blessings Demisa said yes. Exactly.
Right. And
because Shay is so techy, y'all. Shay can lose y'all with how this works.
I am nerdy.
I'll say it kind of dumb at this. I can break it down to where all y'all gonna be able to understand it. But guess what? I still really can't do it. And that's why I need Alex. And that's why before I found Alex, I had Shay. Shay's the greatest VA I've ever had. I married her. But Shay was about to pull that beautiful hair that y'all see. She's about to pull it out.
Yeah.
Because I got 1,000 ideas a minute. And Shay couldn't handle all of my requests. So that's where the first VA came from. Then the second one. Then the third one. Then I get all of these ideas that God give me to download. Then the fourth one. Then the fifth one. She hired her, 8th VA today to run her nonprofit program. My name is Derek Forston, guys, and I land my plane.
But now, I'm surprised that Derek's not crying because I don't have my hair straight no more.
Oh, I had my feel of it. I mean, hey.
He's not crying.
Now, most of y'all don't know the story, but my wife has really curly hair, but I love it straight. So she's had it straight for months now. And literally yesterday, she washed it so it's back curly. So that's where that come from.
Did you keep your word, Shay? I don't even, Derek, how long did she say she was going to keep
her word? She went well over.
I thought it was supposed to be an entire season.
No. I love it so much, Miss Lynette, and I also don't mind that, but the straight is just my love. As long as I got at least 3 or 4 hairdos, I was good. But Shay kept that for a long time, so I commend her for that. Yeah, because she don't really like to do it. I love it straight.
Listen, y'all see my hair curly.
Like, y'all, why are we talking about Shay's hair? I don't know, but that's just what we do.
I'm surprised because he's talking about me pulling my hair out and beautiful hair. Derek loves straight hair, so I straightened it for the winter. I know this is a rabbit trail, but I'm back to braids on Thursday. Too much.
Which will also help it curl back up the way she wants it. But anyway, back to the topic. So again, for all of my people that are like me, not very techy, Derek, how can you break this conversation down to me in 3 minutes again. Get a website built for $97. 2 months ago, it was $900. That's a 90% discount. That's a no-brainer. Get a website for $97. Pick your plan. Remember back in the day, guys, when you had to pick your cell phone and then pick a plan? No different. We're going to build your website and pick a plan from $37 a month, $87 a month, and then the $297 a month, we give you a free virtual assistant and we waive the setup fee. So there is no $97. We're going to build that website according to what you tell us you want it. We're going to go by your color scheme, your ideas, your plans, your dreams. You rub Alex's genie bottle, Alex jumps out and does it. Alex has got a team of people that works under him. So again, we work on it until we get it right. Wick's going to give you, GoDaddy. Alex, we ain't going to tell them about Miss Glenda. GoDaddy gave her one try.
You got to say her name.
One try. And say, here's your website. Take it or leave it. Charged her $985.
Sure did.
They took a picture of something and planted it on a thing and gave it to her.
Alex, tell them about how sad that was.
We ain't gonna even talk about that, right? But back to my point, because I want to finish. $97 website. Let us host it, and then again, because we're hosting it, and because this is an all-in-one platform, your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, your LinkedIn. You can post all that stuff in one place now.
Yep.
We don't got to go to Instagram. Then I got to log into the other one. Blessings. B-A-D. I'm going to just call her Bad. B-A-D, because I'm going to mess her name up. Miss Bad. This isn't rocket science. I'm going to get a website. I'm going to let these guys host it. And because they can do all of this stuff, and then if you're real smart, you get a virtual assistant starting at $5 an hour. And that's who can run all of this stuff for you. Let me give you a couple of businesses that I actually have, Shay and I, that we don't run ourselves, but the VAs do. And I promise to show y'all my team. I'm going to do that real quick because really they don't let me talk too much on Tuesdays, y'all.
Ooh,
but as y'all see, I take it over. But I want to do this for Kenneth, Miss Bad, and the other gentleman just really quick. Watch this. This is my team that y'all hear us talk about so much. Now, although it says my team, this me and Shay team. Now, out of this team, Shay and I do kind of not have favorites, but there are certain people that we work with every day, all day. Alex is going to talk to me and Shay pretty much every day. Alex is going to be with us every Tuesday night, every Monday night, and he's going to set up the room for Saturday because Alex don't work on Saturdays. But Alex set up all of the stuff so that we can start, okay? Right here is Tara, and that's our executive administrator. Tara is over all of my staff. She's over me. She's over Shay. She's over all of the businesses. She meets with Lynette, my accountant. She has Lynette's phone number. She has Lynette's email. They correspond because Lynette is another liaison for another church and organization that gets VAs from us too. Tara kind of manages all of that, all of the VAs. Jess, God bless her, Jess runs my program, Second Chance Housing. God and I built Second Chance Housing 7 years ago. 12 months ago, I gave that program to Jess. I do not answer the phone anymore. I do not do the social media. I do not build as many relationships as I used to in the community. Jess does all of that.
And we just show up.
But just 7 days ago, I videotaped me driving to a hospital talking to social workers. But guess who set it up? Guess who made the phone call? Guess who ordered the coffee and donuts as I was going to pick it up? Jess. These are virtual assistants, guys. Most of our team lives in the Philippines, some of them in Pakistan, some of them in Nigeria, some in Egypt. Keep it moving. Y'all know this guy. This is our lead generation specialist. That means how do we get business? How do people come into this business? How do people spend with us? Each one of you guys, I don't care what you do. I don't care if you walk dogs for a living, if you fry chicken for a living, or if you're a consultant. You need somebody that's a lead generator to bring leads inside of your business, to introduce this thing to other people.
Yep, exactly.
Alex can take this website right here, this presentation right here, and go and present this anywhere without me and Shay. Alex don't need me because I don't understand it that great anyway. I just can break it down for where the people that are not so techie so that they can understand it. He's a part of Digital Flow Solutions. He's a part of VA 101, and he's a big part of Forston Consultants. Guys, I can't do half of the stuff I hired Alex for. That's what makes me pretty smart, actually. right? Now I jokingly
Alex
tell
said it best
people
earlier.
I'm no genius, but it's people like Alex Shay that make us look so genius.
What did Alex say earlier today? Know what you don't know.
I ain't gonna try to repeat it
Yeah.
because I mess it up.
I messed it up.
He
I
says the
killed
more
it.
you know, you
He
find out
said-
the more you don't know, I think.
But
Right?
Yeah, that's what he said. It's
Yeah.
something I've said before. That's why I was able to catch it so quickly. But
Yeah.
100%.
See, I messed it up.
Right here is Mr. Danish. Without this guy, I'll admit Digital Flow Solutions wouldn't even exist. You need a developer to say that you want a digital marketing company. That's why I said, how dumb does that sound for somebody like me that's not very techie? Why would I fix my big lips to say I want a digital marketing company and I'm not very techie? Because I'm just smart enough, Miss Lynette, to hire somebody like Alex all the way in Nigeria. Alex, what time is it right now where you are and what day is it? Because where I am, Alex, it's 7:20 p.m. and today's Tuesday.
Okay, here in Nigeria, it's 1:20 a.m. and it's Wednesday already.
Okay. See what I'm talking about, y'all? I got somebody running my business that live in a different time zone, different country, different language, different culture, but is running my business in the U.S. Lord have mercy. Can two people just type in Lord have mercy? To have a digital marketing company, Miss Lynette, you got to have a developer who's going to develop the software. All of these workflows that Shay confused y'all with, who's going to build it? And lucky for Shay, she get it so much that she can do it with her eyes closed and her hands behind her back. Me, I got to be wide-eyed open and paying attention because I don't get it. But with the Danish, he makes me look like a genius. Notice what his other title says, automation specialist. Why you think Shay got so good at it? Why you think most of y'all gonna give the credit to Shay for how well your websites and your automations go? But guess where it kind of really came from? Alex and the training and the conferences that Shay them go to. Shay them spend all the time, go to all the conferences to make y'all business successful. That's why this is so genius, y'all. He's also the workflow integration pro. Again, all of that stuff that Shay was telling y'all about. This the guy that make it all come together. Him and Alex call each other brothers now. Yeah. They didn't know each other. Don't even get me on culture and family and working together to make y'all dreams come true. They call each other brothers. Moving along. April, all of that beautiful social media that y'all see, my YouTube channel, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, Facebook, Derek Forston, Shanyeshe Forston, music channel, all of that stuff, that comes from April. She's a social media maven. We stole that maven name from Miss Lynette. She taught us that. Digital marketing.
$10.50, please.
You got it. She's our digital marketing pro as well, because guess who works with April? Have you ever heard of that saying that says a thorn amongst the roses? That's what Alex and Danish is in the middle of her. She's the rose, they're the thorns. But they work together to make y'all dreams come true. Okay? Now y'all can admit it. She looks better than Alex and Danish. That's why it says a rose amongst the thorns. Okay? Here go Amber. Most of y'all in this room already, my newer people, y'all met Amber this week. Amber is a guru when it comes to our virtual assistant business. Watch this. And I hope my new people still here. Here's another idea that Shay and I came up with. Shay looked at me and said, babe. I say, what, babe? She says, babe, what about starting a virtual assisting staffing agency? I say, that sounds great. Let's talk to Tara. We went to talk to Tara. We asked Tara about 7 questions. By the time we got to question number 7, Tara says, Derek, why don't we just build this thing for you? Guys, my VAs built VA 101. They built the website.
They run it.
They run it.
Yeah.
They source all the talent from the Philippines. They do the interviewing. They do the onboarding. They do the software and system so that you guys can succeed. Raise your hand if you've been served by Amber or Mary in this room. Put a thumbs up or type yes if you've been served and catered to by either Amber or Mary when it came to getting your virtual assistant. And guys, this is our team. There is no way that Shay and I could run all of these businesses successfully without the help of these people. And now we laugh and we joke and we play all the time, but I want to be serious for 2 seconds. Oh, Lynette is somebody that also works for a big organization. They finally caught on to him. Wow, these VAs are really powerful. Lynette, can you talk about just for 2 seconds, right? The professionalism
experience been?
and the experience of working with Mary and or Amber for your company that you work for to get these virtual assistants vetted, trained, and endorsed to your company. Talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll add to the word big that you use to describe the ministry that I work for, and I'll add global to that.
Global. That's probably the best one. Global.
I mean, for real, global, not on paper, but for real, global.
Yeah.
And so we've had the opportunity to sit with Shay for the first hiring, and go through the process of identifying, vetting, and then interviewing VAs that would fit the culture, first of all, of the business, which is a ministry that I'm a part of, and had the capability to do the work. And it took a while because we were asking for specifics. And our boss was she would not move from what her expectation was for these VAs. We've talked often about getting a manual, like an employee handbook for virtual assistants and employers who are hiring and working with virtual assistants, because it's a different world. And so there are just certain things that you need to be cognizant of, I think, to make good decisions for your company when you're hiring a VA. But the process was seamless. Working with Mary, very professional. Working with Amber, very professional. Very consistent in their communication, letting us know where they were in the process of identifying individuals that would fit what we asked for and what we requested in our VAs. They set up the process of interviewing, and they stay with you, and they actually ask the virtual assistant their own set of questions.
Yeah.
And I think that's great, because one, they're going to ask questions that they're going to ask questions that are going to help the VA better their appearance for qualification. They're going to be able to talk more about what's on their resume, their experiences, and it gives them an opportunity to say, this is why you should hire this VA. Here are her qualifications. Of course, we're going to ask questions based on what we know we need for the office versus in the office. That's some of the language that I mean that we have to kind of work on and tweak when we're looking into the virtual world for getting workers. But the process was seamless, very professional, very communicative. They communicate very well. Some people kind of think Philippines or other countries, and they don't expect people to be able to clearly articulate English. And I want to tell you that that's not the case.
Yeah.
They are very articulate and communicate very well. And they are representing, I'm telling you, our first VA is knocking it out the park.
Wow, that's good to hear.
She's excellent. She took a couple of weeks off to have a baby. She's got a new baby girl, so beautiful.
Yeah. I'm so happy about that too.
And like you guys, they're a part of the family now. So our boss actually sent her a congratulatory gift for her and her husband to share.
Nice.
She did.
Why do I even? Okay, wait.
She did.
Even thinking anything different, right?
Yeah,
shame on me for
exactly.
thinking anything different.
She did. She did.
I want to ask you a question too, Lynette, and I'm gonna let you just keep going. But I want people also to understand that these are very educated people too.
Yeah,
95% of our VAs either have a bachelor's degree or a master's degree. But Lynette, talk about the onboarding process and like how was the process? Did we give you a resume? Did you get a chance to hear what they sound like? Like, what was the process of bringing on the VA from the moment y'all hit the button buy?
Absolutely. We got resumes ahead of time. Depending on the VA that we were looking to hire, we got samples of their work. the first VA that we wanted to bring on board. Well, I'll say all of them have degrees. Every last VA that we interviewed, they all had degrees. A couple of them in the area that they were applying for. Some of them not in the area, but they were all well-educated individuals who were clear and passionate about what they have learned in terms of education and experience. Some of them, like us, in the US, they build their resume from experience, but they're very well educated. All the VAs that we interviewed had degrees. We received their resumes, which were very nicely put together, just like Hannah's that you see on the screen. We get like I said, samples of their work so that we can look at it before we even push the button to interview them. So there's some stuff that we did on our part as the interviewer, so that we could be prepared to ask the questions that we wanted to ask. And VA 101 supplied all of that information so we could be prepared, we could be educated, we would know who we're talking to, why we're talking to them, and kind of put in place some of the questions that we needed to ask to make sure that that person was a good fit. And like I said earlier, having Mary and Amber on along with us during the interview was very helpful. They gave us, like I said, directives and certain questions that they asked that we didn't ask that were beneficial for us to know about that particular VA. So the process is seamless. It's professionally done. The VAs.
All by VAs. Now, Miss Lynette, I got to say this because somebody's thinking that I was involved in this. Somebody thinking that Shay was in on the interview. Lynette, did you ever see me or Shay?
No, I did not. Like I said earlier, Shay was in our first interview, and I think it was more for her than it was for us.
Correct. It was.
We want to make sure y'all were straight.
It was,
yeah.
Like,
very important.
Yeah, it was more for her than it was for us. But after that one time, we did not see Shay. We did not see Derek. We didn't hear from Derek. We didn't get any emails.
Complete process is ran by our VAs and Digital Flow Solutions. Is that correct?
That is absolutely correct. They handle it from top to bottom, and they're on it. They don't miss a beat. And we're really grateful. We are taking advantage of it. Got another phenomenal
so y'all made y'all
VA. RJ for the video.
I thought you were talking about the last one, the third one.
We did make a decision. We did.
And can you tell the people, what do you guys hire for? Like, what did you hire? What skill set did you all need? If you can talk about it.
The first position that we wanted to look at was a customer service person. We downsized the staff. The staff has actually been downsizing for some time now, and got to the point where we weren't necessarily looking to hire bodies for specific things to get done. And so what happened is over time, those things still needed to get done, but they were kind of shipped out to persons that were still working in the office. So eventually there's a bottleneck or somebody gets bogged down with taking care of something that, should have been done maybe, I don't know, a week or two ago. It's, behind the 8 ball. So we looked for a customer service individual. We needed someone that was just as connected to the preaching of the gospel and the ministry as we are. We also needed someone who could represent very well in emails, that could communicate just like we would communicate in an email. That's what we were looking for, and that's what we got 100%. Another position that we looked for was a video editor. Again, this isn't someone that you would expect to, that typically you would expect to be in office, or maybe like a Fiverr, somebody that you would contract out. But we wanted someone that would be dedicated just to the ministry, just to the company. And so again, we got resumes in, we got some of their work sent to us so that we could check out things that they've done before. And we got RJ, and I'm telling you, he's knocking it out the box. Again, he has a degree, very articulate, doing a great job. And then lastly, this last position that we're looking for is actually a writer. And this person would just help with, with building content.
Wow.
So yeah, so we're doing well with the virtual assistant.
So that should have gave a lot of people ideas. Like all of that stuff that you guys just heard Lynette talk about, that should give you guys like ideas.
And Derek, this is for a ministry. Like this is a global ministry.
Global ministry, correct.
And that makes my heart smile, because it just goes to show, like we ask people all the time, be patient. Let us really find the right fit. You give us a list that you're looking for. Our goal is to get out there and literally find those individuals and get them to you, right? So that to me is exciting.
Shay, give them another example of what Hannah does.
Absolutely.
Different skill set. Talk about it.
So Hannah right now is the virtual assistant that have now positioned over that restaurant overseas. She is doing all of their social media marketing. She's also helping on the back end, Derek. She's actually doing some edits to their website, because Hannah is a VA 101 virtual assistant. She is trained by our team to make any necessary edits and operate this company's CRM, which is Digital Flow Solutions. She's also lead generation specialist. This company has been able to see a significant increase in their customer base because of the way she's been doing and focusing the social media, right? She's also helping them with planning and ideas as they're growing. They're a new business under a year old. So she's also assisting them in the idea set, right? She's creating shirts. She's creating all sorts of merchandise to kind of separate them from the others in the area in the community, so that they're set apart and they stand apart from anybody else that's a restaurant in this local area that they're in. So she's amazing. She was our VA, our first VA that we ever gotten, that we ever had.
Number one.
Derek called her Genesis. As you see, she may not be working directly for Forston Consultants, but she works under my eye, my vision. Because again, I am the support to this company. I am their consultant.
Yep.
So I stay involved in a lot of their day-to-day.
You guys are all in one group chat together too, right?
Correct. We have a group chat and everybody chimes in. We're all kind of redirecting where there needs to be a little bit of redirecting, if there needs to be any. And then we're also kind of collaborating. We jump on meetings once a week to discuss plans. What's the growth plan? What is the next plan for this project? Like what's next? So the next thing that we're going to do is Derek and I are actually going to this said location where this restaurant is. And we're going to go and do an in-person implementation of their POS system. So that way I know it's set up correctly. I know how it's built. I can literally get with this company, go through their books, go through their order history, go through different things and help them kind of decide what is their balance. Like, what is it that they want to have implemented? Not implemented, but what is it that needs to be looked at from a different set of a different perspective? So Lynette, let's get that passport, because you could be coming with us. But yeah, so
international business.
Correct. So we're gonna literally, and I'll tell you, it's Bermuda. It's my hometown. Love my family. Got to say it that way, right? It's family, friends, all of that. Getting to go home to literally put my imprint as a consultant, as a business strategist in person with the business, to kind of see how they can, where we can take them to the next step, showing them just because you're a small business or a new startup, you do have access to both the systems, the software, and now the virtual assistant to help you take that business to the next level. I get to do a meeting with them to go over their books in the next 2 weeks, Lynette. So we've already got some. Yeah, we've got some milestones that we're looking at to see what happened when we did this, what happened when we did this, to see what the growth has been in that organization. And thanks to Hannah, she'll now be able to take part in a lot of other things, like the inventory, reviewing inventory, running those reports, and making sure they have everything that they need. Once Derek and I physically go there and do the implementation and the setup.
Good stuff. I want to answer a question that was in the chat. I tried to memorize it, but I may need to find it. Let me see, because it was an important one. I want to make sure that we get it. I also list a few things in the chat, guys, and that list can go on and on, but I list a lot of things in terms of what these VAs can do. I would love it if you all could comment to say, hey, I like that one, or I didn't think of that one, or Derek, I would like to know more about that one. So everything from copywriting to your ebook creations, your course creations, answering your phones. A lot of you guys have 9-to-5 jobs, right? So I talk about this all the time. People that have jobs like Miss Joanne, who's in here right now. Miss Joanne has a housing program, but guess who's filling all of her beds of those homeless people?
Let her text it.
Her virtual assistant's doing that, right? See if she can actually come up if she don't mind.
Are you at work, Miss Joanne?
There's a few people that are using their VAs that are literally running their real estate business, right?
Yeah.
We had a wholesaling real estate business with VAs. So again, guys, you know, your dreams and your plans on your heart and on your brain can actually come true. You speak it, they do it. Like I'll admit, guys, I've been wanting my whole life to be that way. I used to watch movies and I used to watch like business people. They said, well, check with my secretary or have my secretary do that. Talk to my assistant. I always thought that was really cool, right? But I always knew that would cost hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, possibly, right? Because I would just be honest with all of you all, right? Tara, my executive administrator, she would cost me $200,000 a year here in the U.S. For what she does, her responsibility to me and all of what we got going on, that would cost me 200 grand in the US. But I'll also be very honest and I ain't gonna tell you what she makes, but Tara don't make $4 an hour. She don't make 5 or 6. Tara's pretty up there now. So when we tell you guys starting at $5 an hour, most of y'all, 90% of y'all are going to need a VA that will start at $5 an hour. Some of y'all, like Lynette, named some of those skill sets that could cause it to be $6, $7, right? Just depends on what you need. But most people that come to us, about 90 to 95% of people, you need what we would call a GVA. And that's a general virtual assistant. And I'll be honest, all my VAs started out that way until they grew into what they are now. So sometimes we have classes on Tuesday nights where we'll talk about how do you know when your VA is ready to kind of go up a notch? Like I knew within 2 weeks of meeting and working with Tara that she was going to be the boss. I just knew it. Like she presented and showed certain things. She thought like me. She do business like me. And I think she can do it.
She was very assertive.
To me, that was a leader. Shay, go ahead.
She was very assertive when it came to different things. Like we can have conversations and she would identify things that we didn't verbally say, but she did. She saw them from her perspective and she was quick to speak on it.
Yeah.
So prime example, if it was something that I didn't even say, but I was like, I would say, okay, I want to look at this, and this. I want to look at this process and I don't like it. And she'll say, okay, Michelle, what are you thinking about? I said, well, tell me, what are your thoughts? Well, I think this process can be slimmed or shortened by adding, this integration or this. And it was exactly what I thought, but I gave her the opportunity to verbalize it because Derek and I both saw that her assertiveness to our processes, she didn't just come to work. Nothing was robotic about working. Nothing is robotic about working with Tara. She is a forward thinker. She's very, again, assertive. She can see something and immediately address it or immediately bring it to our attention and say, hey, this process it's broken. We need to look at it. Let's look at it in detail. And this is someone that brings it to us. It's not me always having to say, hey, Tara, there's an issue, right? It's her coming to us and saying, hey, Derek, Shay, there's an issue. Can we fix this?
Like, our expectations for Tara are like so extremely high. Like it's crazy. Like we depend on her for a lot of stuff, like a lot of things before Shay and I give a final word on. Tara has to kind of go through it and check it out. Prime example, just the other day, like you all know that I encourage all of y'all to write books. I just wrote another book, right? That's called The 12 Dumbest Mistakes I Ever Made. I thought the book was perfect. We chat GPT'd it, we checked it, we edited it. As soon as I gave it to Tara, she found all of these mistakes. But guess what I told Tara? Tara, here's the book. Send this to the lawyer. Have her do the thing to where it's going to be copywritten and all of that. She was like, in other words, Mr. Derek, look, boom, 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 boom. I said, see, that's why we got you. I'm missing the trademark symbol. I'm missing commas and all of these things that need to be in the book that I thought was perfect. Tara caught it. Another example. When I meet with my team, because Shay and I meet with the team, we try to meet every Monday. But here lately, we meet almost every day. But guess what? I don't meet with all of these people that I just showed you on the screen, right? All of us are not in meetings together. Usually, it's Tara and Jess. Alex starts at a different time on Monday and Tuesday because he's our social media and online. How does he call that? Alex, how do you say that thing?
Your
Live session assistant.
Yeah, that's
I like that title.
Live session assistant. I like that.
And Alex made it up.
Right? But watch this. Tara, sometimes even without Jess, Tara gets all of my I meet with Tara for 2 hours, 3 hours sometimes on a Monday, to a Tara don't even have an 8-hour shift. Because I got the whole weekend to think about stuff, for new ideas to drop in his big brain, things that I want to be better, and things that maybe didn't go so well over the weekend. So every Monday, Tara meet with me about 2 hours, 3 hours. Like today was about 3 hours. Brainstorming, going through brand new workflows, automations. Hey, Tara, when the one lady typed in the word new, I didn't see nothing happen. Can we check on that? Tara, we put the voicemail drop in the wrong place. Can we move that and give it to him 2 hours later? All of that stuff. And then again, for 2 hours, I'm giving Tara my vision, my plan, and my ideas. Tara delegates that to wherever it needs to go. I don't talk to, let me see. I don't talk to April that much about social media. Tara gets the whole message, delegates it in her own language, in her own way, because they speak Tagalog. They speak a language called Tagalog. Now, their other language, perfect English.
Yep.
But I don't want to talk to April about my ideas because April may not. Tara is just like me now. I trained Jess and Tara to be me, basically.
Yeah.
Jess was first. Tara was kind of next. But notice how Jess runs my second chance housing program that is dearest to my heart. God and I built that 7 years ago, but I had enough trust in Jess to turn it over. And now Jess does a better job than me. She never misses a phone call. She never misses an email. I'm sporadic. I may catch a call here and there. I may respond back to that email. Lynette emails me 7 times a day, y'all, and probably never hears back from me. But if she contacts Jess or Tara, it happens a little bit faster. Why? Because I'm in Jess's back pocket and she's in mine. Tara, same thing. Tara and Jess are hand in hand together, and I'm kind of hand in hand with both of them. Jess is my right hand. Tara is my left hand. But Jess is also the left hand to Tara. So again, on a Monday, Tara. All right, Tara, have a great day. I just expect for all of that stuff to be done.
Yeah.
That's just how spoiled I am now. Y'all remember, I just told you 5 minutes ago, I've been dreaming my whole life, Uriah, that when I say something, somebody does it. But it's for the betterment of all of us, not just because I'm some leader and I want to just boss people around.
Right.
We all trying to feed our families, and I tell y'all this all the time. Y'all see all of these people on this screen, including Alex. Me and Shay got to feed all these people before we ever take a bite of food. And I truly believe in that, and I'm not joking.
Yeah.
When we come down to making money and feeding my family and all of that, the way that my finances go, God first, tithing, offering first. Right after that is these VAs. Saying I don't get a chance to eat or go grocery shopping before these people eat. Their jobs is what causes my mouth to go up and down to be able to eat me a piece of fried chicken. Because if Amber don't serve y'all correctly, it's not going to work. If April don't do that social media 7 days a week, it won't work, y'all. I'm not going to be consistent 7 days a week, but the VA will. I won't post 3 times a day, but the VA will. And when April is off on Saturdays and Sunday, guess what she's done? She used this digital flow solutions, and she used this thing called a social planner. How do you think she's put my post on Pinterest, LinkedIn, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube? She's going to one place and hitting one button. Boop. And lucky for y'all, we teach our VA how to use this system so that you ain't even doing it. So again, I got families to feed before Shay and I ever put a spoon to our mouths. Because if they don't eat, I don't eat. Because obviously, that means that we're not making money. That means we're not helping people. Because the bottom line to every business that Shay and I have, it's helping people. So I view it as this. If we ain't making money, Shay, we ain't helping nobody. And that's bad for us because God gave us a specific mission. Derek and Shay, y'all going to go through a bunch of bumps and bruises. Y'all going to go through lawsuits, mistakes, the ups and the downs. But guess what y'all job is, Shay? To go all over the world and teach it to everybody else once y'all get it all ironed out.
Yep.
Now, why my life like that? I have no clue. But I've just kind of taken it and I realize it now. My whole life is made to go through stuff, go through the bumps and the bruises of it. And when God and I and my family and Shay get it all worked out, my job is to come back here on this YouTube channel or whatever the newest thing is at the time and divulge it. Because I promised God many years ago, I said, God, if you make this one thing work for me, and at the time it was housing the homeless. I said, God, if you make it work for me, I'll go all over the world teaching it and I'll never take credit. So again, these VAs, guys, keeping God first, VAs and digital flow solutions is ultimately what's going to cause you guys to be successful. I would love it if 3 of y'all right now can just even go to digitalflowsolutions.net. Digitalflowsolutions.net. Somebody asked about that business strategy call. Miss Joanne did that, and that's the reason why she switched over. Joanne said, man, I can come with y'all and pay $87 a month and cancel all of that other stuff.
Including my phone. I can bring my phone over. My
Joanne's going to get the phone, the text messaging, and all and the system, which now she can alleviate she counted over 5 items that she can now cancel. That's why that strategy call is so important. So for one, there's a free strategy call with Digital Flow Solutions. That's more of a business analysis. That's when Shay, Alex, and Danish is going to go over your website, your business idea, and see how can Digital Flow Solutions be a part of it. But the gist of it is that $97 website, and let's host it and give you a bunch of benefits to it.
Yeah.
Also, VA 101 also has a 7-minute video. Alex, put that video in the chat. One night, we're going to take 7 minutes and just play it because we talk for 90 minutes to an hour and 50 minutes about this. We got a 7-minute video that wraps it all up together, y'all, and leads you right to a free strategy call again. So with us, one virtual assistant is $697. That's a one-time fee. And then it's $5 an hour. But if you want 2 virtual assistants, that can be $997, right? A little bit cheaper and you save. And the course is included. The ebook is included. The curriculum is included. And probably most important, the onboarding to make sure you know what you're doing. Okay? So again, guys, watch that 7-minute video. If you have any questions, any concerns, let us know. We want to get on a phone call with you to find out what are you using, because you should be using Digital Flow Solutions. Because if you're using more than 3 and 4 and 5 different things to run your business, consider Digital Flow Solutions to where you'll only be paying $87 a month and you'll get a $97 website. And if you currently love your website, right, we'll just mimic it and put it under Digital Flow Solutions to make sure that it just functions better with the same likeness that you've already chosen. I'm Derek Forston. I land this plane, ladies and gentlemen.
I got 3 questions that I'm going to answer.
Let's do it, Michelle.
The business maven is getting ready to hop out of here. So Lynette, do you want to say any salutations before you go, or do you have time for these 3 questions?
I just put in the chat
rapid fire.
Good night. I've got to prepare for a meeting that I scheduled with one of my clients. So I want to make sure I'm ready for her. So I'm going to have to jump off, but okay. I will be back next week, Tuesday.
You got it.
So
and just really quick too.
Yeah.
And just really quick for everybody that may not know, I talk about Lynette, the business maven, all the time. So for you ILF Mastery Blueprint members or people that are thinking about it, when I tell you that the accounting comes with it for up to 3 months, this is who it is, guys. This is the business maven, Miss Lynette, right? She's our personal accountant and business accountant. And for the first time ever, I've decided to share her. So anybody that gets the ILF Mastery Blueprint, she's a part of your family as well to help you with your books, QuickBooks, setup, structure, to make sure that you don't go to jail and that you can keep some of that money in your pocket and not give it all to Uncle Sam.
Don't go to jail.
That's her role, to keep you out of jail and to keep some of that money in your pocket and not all of it going to the IRS. I land my plane. See you, sis.
Absolutely. Good night, guys. Love you.
We love you and appreciate you. Have a good night.
Knock them out, Miss Shay.
All right. So the first question comes from Brother Uriah. Is assertiveness something that we look for? I tell people yes all the time. I'm going to say yes. Because to me, assertiveness goes hand in hand with that attention to detail. And a lot of things that we do, we want to make sure that our VAs have that attention to detail. I don't want to have to keep explaining the same task over and over again to my team. I want them to understand it, get it down. Yes, I'm going to give them the opportunity to ask the questions that they need to ask in order to get it right the first time, right? Yes, I will train and retrain a few times, but if I do see that there's some obstacles to them retaining that information, that I need to see, is it me or is it them, or is the task over their capacity? But assertiveness, definitely. This is something that, again, some VAs, it comes natural. Some can really, can learn certain aspects of being assertive, especially when they know what your business is about and they get comfortable with the business. They can then now start identifying different things. For us, it's always been a sticky situation, because a lot of times the virtual assistants that we've hired are coming into a new space. They've never heard of independent living facilities before. They've never experienced housing the homeless, or working for a nonprofit organization, or working for a company that has multiple pillars underneath their belt. So again, it's some grace that's given there, but we definitely look for someone that has that assertiveness in their back pocket, right?
Yep.
Um,
And I'll
I
admit,
love this.
I wasn't really even looking for the assertiveness, Uriah. It just happened. And when Tara was just so assertive, it was so glaring, it was hard to miss it. So ask Shay, like within 2 weeks, I say, Shay, she's gonna be the boss. Like this girl,
Yeah.
she's gonna be the leader over everything. And then probably a month or a month and a half later, I said, hey, Tara, have you ever been in management? She's like, yeah. I said, have you ever
So
been
you
over
can tell,
people?
yeah.
She's like, yeah. I was like, do you mind laying the hammer down? Do you mind screaming at people if you need to? Can you manage? So I asked her all of this. And she's like, nope, I don't mind. I said, Tara, one day you're going to probably be the boss. She's like, I would really like that. Probably another 30 days passed by. Boom. She was the executive administrator, just like that. Tara was also probably the first one to get a raise so fast. Because again, she just proved herself, man. Like, I pray that each and every one of y'all get a Tara. But I'm also very blessed, because watch this. As long as we've had these VAs now, and I ain't gonna say I'm so good at it, but I can see it now that I'll admit Amber is kind of a Tara.
Yeah.
Jess, with a little bit more tweaking in certain areas, is kind of a Tara.
Yep.
And I hate to say this because I don't want it to ever happen. I want Tara to retire with me. But if Tara packs her bags and leave tomorrow, I can turn Amber into Tara. Because I see it already.
Yeah, to a certain extent.
Now, Shay sounds like right now, because we live, Shay may not all the way by that. But I can see it today in terms of what Tara has already told me about Amber and what I can see.
But we ain't
and how
looking
she's
for that.
already kind of flipped that business for the better at VA 101. I can turn Amber into a Tara like in a few weeks.
Anyway, like I said.
Now, do I want that to happen? No.
No.
I'd cry like a baby if Tara left. Jess has the same ability to be a Tara, right? So hopefully that kind of helps you. But anyway, I'm gonna jump on over to Kenneth.
And
He
Kenneth,
said,
hold on, Kenneth
go ahead.
and Uriah's questions kind of mesh together. So Uriah also asked a second question. So kind of merge those two together, because I think
I'm gonna
they
merge
are
this
very
one over
close.
to like management, because I think he's talking about management. But if he's not,
Both of them
I'll
are.
let him tell me. Kenneth says, I like a lot of the things that the VAs do. My question is, how do you not get lost in the sauce?
Okay.
So I'm gonna answer that from kind of how you said it without knowing maybe what you really mean. But the softwares and systems that come along with these VAs that you, of course, you still have to pay for,
Right.
that's gonna help you manage the VA. Prime example, Hub Staff. Hub Staff is how they clock in and it's how they clock out. That's a software system. Amber's gonna go through that with you all when you do your onboarding, Kenneth. She's gonna tell you the price, how to work it, and she's gonna show it to you. They help you set it up. That's why our onboarding is next to none. But anyway, that's how they take their lunch breaks. That's how they request their time off. And that's also how you kind of count up their hours, not with your fingers. But Hub Staff is going to give you the hours so you know how much to pay them.
Yeah.
Hub Staff also is going to take screenshots of their screen to look at every website they visit, every place they go on the internet, to make sure that they're working for you, Kenneth, and not some guy that lives in Idaho. So that to me is what I took as you meant, so that you don't get lost in the sauce. We don't just trust that they clock in on time, leave on time, take their break on time. That's through a software system. Just like when you had a job, Kenneth, you clocked in at work, our VAs clock in. That's through Hub staff. Okay, so that's going to help you not get lost in the sauce. LastPass is also something that my team will go over with you with, which is what's going to give all your VAs access to all of your stuff without giving them the password.
Yeah, so it's password and
so Shay, you
security
can hit
sharing.
your angle now.
Password and security sharing. I'm going to take it from the standpoint of the being lost in the sauce is regards to their work, their practices, what you want them or need them to do. In that event, that's when we are going to discuss, because Ken, you are a part of IMB. That will be something that we will work on ongoing.
Yep.
That's a part of your client coaching, and that's something that we show you all how to delegate, what tasks work and what things will be beneficial for you to implement or utilize your VA in. That's the same thing I'm doing with my client out of Bermuda, the same thing that I'm doing with a lot of my clients that don't know what this, how to balance this act of working with a virtual assistant. A lot of people don't know how to do it. A lot of people don't even know how to manage people in general. So not being lost in the sauce is going to definitely take us working with you, knowing what you're going to utilize that virtual assistant for, and showing you the best way to implement that process with that virtual assistant, if that is something that you're not used to doing. So I hope that answers your question. If it does, just say yes in the chat. In regards to Uriah says, how do I know if I'm putting too many different types of tasks on my virtual assistant?
They're going to tell you. That's one.
Yeah, that is one. But what we tend to what I like to do is kind of review the genre or the niche, right? I try not to go so far outside of the niche of what we're working on. So prime example, if I have a virtual assistant that's working for PDR solutions, and we know what that whole process looks like. So that's our wholesaling division. So I know I need somebody to acquire the properties or do the cold calling, stuff like that. So I kind of look at the business entity itself and see, what things clump together in somewhat of a fashion, and what things are so far off that it's going to take, training, development, and all that stuff. And if I see that there's a lot more items on the plate that need more training and development, I try to break those things off a little slower. So it honestly really depends on the different types of tasks that you're having those virtual assistants do. And how far separated or segregated they are in regards to their wheelhouse and their comfortability in growing and learning into those things, right? You don't want to take a virtual assistant. Great example. Derek, you ready for this example? I think you know where I'm getting ready to go with this.
Not yet. Spit it out and I see.
We had a virtual assistant that came to us, and we told him this is a position that we're all going to learn together. And we're all going to be figuring this process out. None of us know it. We know you don't know it. We just want to know if you are willing to learn it with us. This was on the interview process. This is during the initial, before we even made the decision to hire. Told the individual what we were going to do, what we were considering, and went well for the first week. The expectations, we told the VA, our expectations are very small, because none of us know what we're doing.
Yes,
we're all learning this.
We don't
know about it. We know you don't know about it, but we've seen your work ethic with other clients, and we've seen your tenacity. She's assertive, right? She's very assertive, very knowledgeable, loves to research, loves to gain new skills.
So we thought.
Yeah, so we thought.
She quit in a week. So, and I'm not afraid to say it, right? She was the person that I was choosing to help us with our YouTube channel. Yep. The first week went great. Monday morning came.
She was like, I'm not. She felt so she was so discouraged in the fact that
we told her she was doing great.
She did like literally.
She was like, no, I'm not. I was like, yes, you are. She's like, no, I'm not.
She just did. She was not confident in her own skill.
Yeah, she wasn't confident.
I literally had a friend of hers reach out to just kind of find out what was going on. And she was serious. She was like, I do not feel confident in this. And I know that a lot of money is going to go into this. And I don't want to be the cause of the money not working out. And again, we gave that precursor, but this was something that was so out of her wheelhouse that it made her gun shy to even try to move into it effectively. So again, it just really it depends on the virtual assistant, and it also is going to depend on the task. If you have virtual assistants that all they want to do is gain more experience, gain new things new feathers that they can put in their hat, go for it. But also make sure you're spending that time or having that moment of clarity to sit down and talk to your VA. How are you feeling? Are you feeling overwhelmed? How are things going?
And you're also going to know it in the output.
Yeah.
So I'll even talk about that because I noticed you put in all caps the word types. So I'm not going to keep adding things if they're not mastering the other thing. So as you all know, my VAs have multiple roles and jobs, right? But it didn't start that way that day. Now, my team, they got a joke about me. They know Derek is very demanding and Derek wants 1,000 things a minute. So most VAs wouldn't make it in our business anyway. I'll just admit, right? Tara gives everybody the disclaimer that when they come in, listen, guys, Mr. Derek is a very, famous guy on the internet and he's got 1,000 ideas a minute and he wants a lot. And he wants it fast. Derek is very nice. He's very patient. He's probably going to be the best boss you ever had, meaning in terms of treatment and pay. But of how he wants you to get it and work and all of that, Derek is very demanding. So guess what Tara just did? She set the precedence for the culture.
Yeah.
And again, Tara and Jess knew me like this from the beginning. And they both are going on over 2 years now. So they know me pretty good. So again, you typed in the word types in all caps. I'm not going to give that VA several different types of things if they're not mastering that one, because that's when they're going to get overwhelmed. And then that's when they'll quit. Or they'll verbally tell you that, hey, man, like, and they're scared to say it usually. So what you're going to find out in their output, it's going to be terrible or they're just going to quit. So to me, I often tell people, don't just get a VA and do one thing. That would be dumb because I know too much about how these VAs are to give them one thing to do. So for me, Alex joined the team. Day one, Alex's job was just kind of like lead generation. And Alex, do this. Okay. Oh, he's good at that. Alex, do this now. Man, Alex is really good at that. Alex, I want you to join Danish. He's our developer. And I want you to learn digital flow solutions, automations, da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah,
again, for Alex, it was easy.
Yep.
So again, the skill set that Alex came with the demands that I have, he could handle it because it wasn't outside of his scope. So again, Uriah, you just got to know what that VA is good at and what you want from them. And also, how patient are you? Even though I want things like this, my whole team will tell you I'm very patient, I'm lenient, and I'm willing for y'all to make mistakes until we get it right. So again, I'll land it here. But again, you don't want to give so many things before they start to master certain things. But once they get good at it and they can almost do it with their eyes closed, now you add the next thing and the next thing. Because most VAs, they'll tell you, Derek, I love to learn, I love to grow, and I love new tasks. I'm asking that from day one on the interview. Because if they're not willing to learn something new, or do you get overwhelmed really quickly with lots of tasks? That's a great question. Because if they, now Jess, from day one, Derek, I don't get overwhelmed. If I do, I just giggle, I laugh, and I just remember that the customer's always first. I was like, wow, she's going to be customer service. Like,
and she does,
her attitude is so bubbly. So that's why Jess answers all the phones, all the calls, does all the appointments because her personality. And now when I add second chance housing, I add the HRA, I add my schedule, my travel arrangements. It's easy for her because this is what she's good at. I landed there.
Listen, I'm going to just add this. Jess loves to be on the phone.
She loves the phone
much.
She loves it.
Like we communicate in Telegram.
What's her nickname, Shay?
Telephone.
Say it again.
Telephone.
And why do we call Jess telephone?
Alex, don't tell on me.
She loves it. Because when we say, Jess, follow up with Miss Joanne tomorrow, because that could be an email or a text, because Digital Flow Solutions has the ability to text or email. But guess what Jess does? She picked that phone up.
Listen, and you bet not, Derek, you bet not change your mind within 5.2 seconds of her hanging up.
Too late.
It's too late. Like we had I said, Jess, I want you to make this phone call, do this, that, and the other. It just so happened that
you changed your mind.
Like I literally was like, you know what? That don't make no sense. Let me call Jess. And I'm calling. She's like, already done this show. I'm like, dang it, I missed her.
She did just like that.
There's no
Some people say, okay, I'll get to it. Like,
Not Jess.
like even Tara. Watch this. Tara's the executive, but Tara's got so much of stuff to do. If I say, Tara, go ahead and call Tara, like, oh, okay, got it. Now that doesn't mean she gonna do it, but she gonna do it in 30 minutes after she do this other stuff. Jess, if it's anything to deal with the telephone,
she's on it.
Boom.
She's on it. She is on it.
So I knew from day one she was gonna be customer service and she was gonna be follow-up specialist.
Yeah.
She loved the phone.
Yeah.
Some VAs are terrified to be on the phone.
I know several.
So you gotta know that. Because if you're adding another type, all caps, another thing, and it's the phone, but she like, because I know for real, Tara don't like the phone. She's good at it and speaks great English, but she don't really like being on the phone. So guess what? All the followers that I give Tara Monday morning, she says, Jess, Derek wants you to call da-da-da, 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 and da-da-da.
Yep.
Tara's not gonna. Now, some people,
Yep.
I say, hey, Tara, this is big business, important client. I want you to call.
Right.
And she'll do it. But most of the time, her job is to delegate. Because I give Tara a lot of stuff. So she can't do it all.
Yeah. So again, it's all about what you're looking
Lots
for
of
your
moving
virtual
parts, Kenneth.
assistant.
Yes, it can be. And that's when you guys get a team.
Mhm.
One VA, that's gonna be pretty easy. When you start getting past 3, that's when I say start using that word team, maybe. But, well, actually, when we get 1, it's a team. But when you get 3, that's when the real management and you kind of seeing who's going to be the leader. Because I had 2 or 3 VAs in the beginning. I said, ooh, Tara's going to be the leader.
We started with 3.
It was easy to see Tara's going to be the leader.
But also, Uriah, I have some lives planned for our private groups for VA 101, that community. I think this is a great conversation to have in that community about expectations and workload. So I'll post a live date, and that will be something that we would discuss in that community. So let me put this on my little trusted piece of paper.
And also, just to tell you guys once again, the VAs from us are $697 for one VA. That's the vet, train, and endorse, and find that VA for the skill set that you need. So we'll just pick a VA. You get a whole form that you fill out, and you tell us what kind of business you have or the business you want. Right? My team goes out and finds that VA because we got a whole pool of VAs now, hundreds of them. And we pull from those pools the cream of the crop, the best of the best. And then you still choose from that, from those 2 or 3 candidates. And that's how you guys do that. And there's an onboarding to show you how to use the software and the systems to manage them. We do not go on an honesty system. I want them to clock in and clock out on a time clock. I want to see what I'm paying them. Okay. And again, it comes with the course, the curriculum. And then if you're real smart, a lot of people now get that insurance that we offer. So there's a VIP community that also comes with the community, but also comes with the insurance. Because in the beginning, we give everybody 90 days. I don't care what happens. If you don't like that VA, we will switch it for absolutely free. But let's just say you end up on day 190 and that VA is not as great as it was in the beginning, where you're past your warranty. But guess what? For only $27 a month, that still covers you to replace that VA as many times as you need. So that's been very valuable to a lot of people. Because again, after that 90 days, let's say that you're on day 95 and they just stop showing up. Well, that could be any human being, right?
Yep.
But because you've got that insurance, we're going to cover that VA. And my team, again, going to vet, train, and endorse another VA to your company. Okay. And again, that's starting out at $5 an hour. And again, $697 for one VA. And for 2 VAs is $997. So some people get the 2 VAs and they defer the second VA to later. So you guys can defer the second VA up to 6 months to a year. So if you buy a VA today and you get that $997 package, and you say, well, Derek, I don't need 2 VAs right now. No problem. Just let my team know. And you got up to a year to use and cash in that VA, no problems.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the process. Make sure that you guys take advantage of that 7-minute video from VA 101. If you have any questions, any concerns,
and
definitely join us every Tuesday to talk about it. Also, Digital Flow Solutions has a free business analysis where Shay and Alex will go through your business, the one that you're thinking of or the one that you have. And how can we implement a VA inside of it or Digital Flow Solutions? Because most of y'all, if you got a website, I would highly recommend that you just do the appointment anyway to find out what are you paying. In fact, before your appointment, add up all of the things that you pay for, the hosting and all of that separate stuff to make your business run. Come to us with those numbers and watch us crush it. for either $37 a month, $87 a month, or that $297 where you get the free VA and we waive the setup fee and you get the website for free.
Yep.
So again, that's it for me, guys. We went over probably an extra 45 minutes
Yeah.
again. We appreciate y'all allowing us to do that. This is usually a 90-minute room. But again, thank y'all so much, and we appreciate it. So we hope that we can help y'all with virtual assistants and also your website and your brand new digital marketing system, which is called Digital Flow Solutions. So I'm gonna let Shay bless us. I'm gonna let Shay pray us out of here. Then we'll go.
Nope. I'm having you pray us out today.
Oh, sure. No problem.
Once I done,
give your salutation. I'll pray us out of here.
So again, family, we want to thank you for being here with us. Thank you for allowing us to pour into you. Don't hesitate. Set up that business analysis. I look forward to spending that time with you. Make sure you have at least an hour. I know we have it for 15 minutes, but what we're noticing, Derek, is that we really go.
We have to change that.
Yeah, we're really going deep with the business analysis. So Alex, you think an hour's good? I think an hour should be fine. So if Alex says anything different, I'll say no. But again, I think it's just a great opportunity, and thank you all for allowing us to take that insight and view your business from a different perspective and help you to sort it out. How can we allow software and systems to help you get to the next level? So I appreciate this time that I get to spend with you all, and have a good night. Derek, I'm leaving it to you.
All right, good stuff. So virtual assistants, digital flow solutions are the cheat code to business and life. Uriah says, thank you both for your time and also especially for your focus on God. So we appreciate that. God is first, man. That's how we're going to become millionaires, right? God is first, and softwares and systems is next, and those virtual assistants, that's what's going to help get us across that finish line. So thank y'all so much. We appreciate it. We'll see y'all back here Saturday at 10 a.m. where we talk about how to house the homeless and the displaced, where you do not need the property. You only need the actual relationships. So again, if you've ever desired to house the homeless or the displaced, or to start your own housing program, but you thought you needed a license, you thought that you had to buy the property, join us every Saturday, 10 a.m. and every Monday at 6 p.m. And we'll show you a concept called independent living facilities, where you can house adults and create pathways out of homelessness in a shared living environment. And you can rent the house, you can lease the house, or you can rental arbitrage it. You don't have to buy it. And that's the cheat code. So thank y'all so much. Without further ado, Father God, thank you so much for the seed that was sown tonight. Thank you for the ability to give. Father God, allow these people to grasp this information, allow it to seep into their hearts. And Father God, allow us to be the best coaches and consultants that we can be to help their business catapult to the next level. Father God, before they ever really even get started with us today, we dedicate their business to you. Father God, we want you to be the CEO of that business and allow us to be the overseer of it. Because Father God, we truly believe that if we put you first, all of these things will happen for us. So Father God, thank you. We appreciate you. And now unto him that is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all we can ever ask or think, according to the power that worketh in us. I speak blessings over your business. I speak blessings over your family. We love y'all, and we'll see y'all next Saturday, 10 a.m. Y'all be great. Share the room too, y'all. I'd appreciate it.